take advantage of that weakness, that opportunity. Heading into game two, this is, of course, game two where Falcons did manage to win game one. A lot of the series have been split in Group A, and G2.iG, who was the one team, managed to get a 2-0 over Bet Boom. If they could get a second win in this series and split out the series, then they would maintain a position at the top of the group stage for now.
We saw the WoW TA from Malrine, so I mean they knew this was the hero that they wanted versus Puck, because I mean they banned it game one, so
yeah,
I knew it was coming and gave it to him. I also feel like this draft was pretty predicated on dealing with the Razor. We talked about the Razor a lot because it's been a first phase hero for Falcons. I mean, probably the hero they will take over anything. And you pose the question of if you pick the Razor against Falcons, you get to see what they do versus it. I mean, I guess their answers were like the Puck and the Bloodseeker, right? Which are good answers. I mean, Terrorblade also. They got the Recores, which are good versus the Razor in theory. Rupture Control, can't really deal with it. Puck kites him out, and Terrorblade just out-man fights him. I get the concepts here. I think that is what you have to do versus Razor. You have to make his life really hard in the core matchups, so he struggles to scale into that late game. But damn, did it feel a bit awkward, right? Like you're committing a lot to deal with this Razor, whereas I don't feel like G2.iG had to commit as much to find answers for the Puck. And if your answer for Razor is Bloodseeker, then I don't know, man. I have my doubts. We'll see if AZF can make it work. I mean, if there's one player who's popping off right now, it's probably Amar. So yeah. I will suppress my doubts for now and see what he can make happen with this Bloodseeker. But this is not an easy hero to make work in the modern age of competitive Dota.
Well, once again, it's going to be a laning situation for Falcons that they want to be able to win the lanes and run with some of that momentum. If they can keep the Slardar down in the laning phase, if they can do well for the Bloodseeker in this Razor matchup early on, and then you counter the Razor later on, then, fantastic. The one matchup that's going to be the most difficult for them is going to be the mid lane matchup, right? Templar Assassin versus Puck. Malrine already on the offensive to try and make it nothing to say, feel like, hey, you've got the better side of this matchup. You're supposed to win it. The pressure's on. Wow, TA. Real high skill, bro.
These guys are so funny, dude. Like, they just say what's on their mind. It's such a young Dota player thing, When you're like approaching 30, you play this game for 15 years, you played like 8 years of your career with Arteezy like Crit has, you ain't got time for this all chat, man. You're busy thinking about how life's going. You had to sit in that car ride for 30 minutes today, it's tough out there.
Rough life.
Such a good meme, actually. You don't have time to all chat, but when you're 17, 18, the world's your oyster. You're just coming into your prime. Life's good, wow. Life's good. Bottle already out.
Dota to focus on and only Dota, and so you have room for all chat.
Exactly. So Malrine in his
bar is cleaning up right now. Jesus, this man just got like 5 denies in a row.
He is the deny king. He is the deny king in the offlane. I've never seen an offlaner deny as much as he does consistently. 9 denies. The hell's happening up here, man?
Denies. Static link on cooldown for too long, man. Monet.
It's 2 CS?
Yeah.
What? What's happening?
Something really, really bad for a Monet. And for G2.iG, well, now you're not going to have to worry about denies as he steals 27 in damage, but you better make this static link work for you, because as soon as that's gone, Bloodseeker is going to be right back to denying you again.
He just got double Wraith banned out so fast.
Classic Amar.
Yeah, it really is.
Rush it out
I don't know why.
As possible.
I don't know why other offlaners don't follow some of this. Like, maybe he's just so good at executing the small laning things that he makes it work, and it falls flat for other people, which I think is part of it. But it obviously just creates a huge advantage on these lanes for them consistently, and very few people are able to outplay it. If you do, you can punish it, but if you don't punish it, he gets away with it. It's nasty. Already 20 and 12. Like, the hell, man? What is it? They just go jungle.
Actually, the Bloodseeker is the counter through and through. X-Nova going to be picked off here, looking like first blood. Oh, wait. The illusion. Oh, it's not enough.
Regened up. Big first blood save for X-Nova here. Did not want to give that up.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe it's better he lives. More time for Amar to own his lane while a hero is limping around and running back to base.
I mean, I guess it is something about this lane matchup that maybe they understand more than anybody else. Like, this hero's insanely fast in the laning phase, can naturally break the link, has very high base damage, very high armor. He's just fighting through these links.
Kill on Bobica. That is going to be your first blood. A static link drains a bunch of damage, but Monet can only do so much here. He's actually maybe thinking about going for the kill on crit. He could have ran after and plasma fielded, but then he would have taken a bunch of damage potentially as the static link expires to
he needs
Amar.
CS here, man.
Yeah, he really does. Jesus. Oh, and he misses a CS under the tower.
Oh,
he misses another one. Monet's crumbling. Oh, God.
Even the Roshan tilted him, I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
he got Roshan, now Amar has more denies than he has CS. It's just all collapsing here from Monet.
Jesus. 13 denies versus 13 CS.
He's 1,000 net worth ahead off 5 minutes. What? Just an insane early lane performance here, making this counter look like he understands it, which, you know, you pick Razor versus the Razor King. I guess that's what happens. Looking for the toss back.
Oh, he couldn't get the toss back. They toss back crit instead, so maybe they can get that kill. But he's got too much regen. Thanks to winning the lane, he had plenty of regen left. Still had a Fairy Fire, still had a Lotus.
Able to find these link connections. That would have been the catch-up gold for Monet. Looking again, they have another combo soon.
Oh, look at this rotation from Malrine. Not running down river. A TP for a fast move to be able to get the pick off here on both. Oh, God, they actually got the coil on Monet, so he can look for a little bit of extra damage on the Razor.
I feel like they were anticipating Monet manning up with that next static link. We're trying to kind of set up for it. Unable to get the Razor, but not a bad kill for Malrine, especially when he's trying to dodge the later portions of this TA lane.
See if the techies can finish him up. X-Nova does have the damage after the glimpse sends back nothing to say. So do take advantage of the puck being gone and collect the kill on mid. Falcons, they always seem to coordinate their rotations pretty well. You know, like Snake King's there to take the wave while Malrine TP's out.
The backstab.
Big avalanche toss up in the air. Is that going to be enough? He actually jumps over the side. Can X-Nova catch him here? Glimpse back onto the Templar Assassin. Nothing to say. Actually taking a lot of damage on out here while Malrine is going to have to break for it. And he's actually going to tick out to the trap.
Damn.
Oh, man. Did not think that was going to happen. And now Snake King's going to get dove. He doesn't have a glimpse to protect himself. And he will be comboed down fairly easily by G2.iG. So, yeah, congrats, Amar, on winning the lane, doing really well on the Bloodseeker. But what about everywhere else?
TA pick's working out really well. I mean, this is a TA puck matchup. You can't stand here as the puck. And if you bring heroes, it's a very easy hero to fight around. He just has no armor. Gonna try and get the return kill on NTS. This would be huge. There's no refraction for 2 seconds.
He has a lot of warn charges, though, and a fresh refraction, so he's good.
Just such a tough matchup. And that regen rune did a lot of work for NTS there, regenning up the whole time. Not often we see the 6-minute regen rune be something you fight around, but they used it pretty damn well. And now this TA she's huge, man. And this is the hero you want to be huge if you're G2.iG. Razor's game, pretty bad. Amar's game, pretty damn good. He's enabled himself. And that Terrorblade Slardar kind of just split how you'd expect it. Terrorblade pulling ahead on the lane, but JT has found the stat items, gotten some space. His game is okay. Pick up the Wisdom Rune as well, so now he's level 6. Little sad for the supports, but they're not too far behind the Falcon subs. And it's just going to be NTS into the stacks, which will give extra XP to mid if somebody wants it here. Rupture. Monet's woes continue.
Yeah, Monet's just going to have to stand here and take a beating by the bushwhack. And Boboka left alone against 3, though they can't keep going for the dive. Not right now.
This is a kind of hero mastery that just wins you games. Like, Like, Amar clearly understands Razor. He's maybe the best Razor player in the world, so he understands the counters to it. And even if this Bloodseeker Razor isn't some 100-0, maybe he has ideas of why it's good and how to make it work. He clearly did in this game, right? And
yeah,
I mean, he is just decimated Monet early, doubling up his net worth here off the laning phase. Not something I think G2.iG expected with a Razor versus a melee hero matchup, but
they bait out the Lotus. See if they can kill him. Mar responds pretty appropriately. Gets out the blood right. He's going to be tossed close range. Bushwhack. See if they can break that link. Monet just can't keep going for it, especially with TP coming in from Malrine. Malrine has a coil. He'll use it on Baboka. So they'll get that kill. They force rotations. G2.iG do have a pretty strong understanding of, like, when they get aggressive on Falcons, there is going to be defensive rotations. So they only poke and they don't overcommit.
Look at the backstab set up on the triangle right now. Yeah, this is a nice heads-up play.
If they could kill Malrine, that'd be great, but it looks like they're just going to take Snake King for it.
I'm super happy with that. I mean, Malrine has no resources, so he has to go to base here. You're stealing some small stacks. More levels for nothing to say. Tower damage done mid as well. TA is just exploding. Might just take this game over, honestly. You got to remember, this is a TA who has insane solo XP, stacks to back him up, and Slaughter amp, which means he's going to be able to do super fast Roche and man fight everybody. Another Rupture play for Amar.
Both are low, though. This plasma field, it comes in, does a bunch of damage to crit. A TP out from Amar. Had a good response from G2.iG, focusing a little bit more defense on this top lane, responding to Amar's aggressive moves. JT, he's just out there doing creep wave pulls, so they're fine to just kind of let him be. Once again, giving JT the solo room to operate. They seem to have that kind of MO. They feel confident that JT is going to be able to bounce back no matter the situation he's put in. He's doing all right for himself.
He's a very good recovery player. I think he shines when he can play aggressive, but that doesn't necessarily mean he has to be ahead to do that. It just means he is in a game on a hero where he can find those little openings. You know, like that game one, he was aggressive with that Ennis, but I feel like the openings just weren't there in terms of the lineup playing with him. The supports were very clunky. Like, IO Lion can't play with the NS there. I think here, you have techies plus Tiny. It's a lot easier for them to make plays off like a Slaughter or Blink. The TA is going to be involved in everything here. This looks like a decent setup for G2.iG. I'm surprised at how well ATF did here, and I think it's giving Falcons a decent shot to make this lineup work. But, I mean, we were looking at this net worth chart, and nothing to say. It's just absolutely out of control. And I think him being out of control is way more valuable and strong than ATF being in the position he's in. Like, I have more faith in TA to take this game over than I do the Bloodseeker to take the game over.
Yeah, but do you have more faith in Amar taking the game over or nothing to say? Maybe there's a player difference there.
I mean, sure, but you know, I don't care how good of a boxer you are. If you go up against a guy with a bat, it's going to be a rough battle. So I believe in net worth differential. I think NTS is in a solid position. He's also going to have power runes here. He's going to take this mid tower at some point. He already has a DD. Dragonlance done. I think you're underestimating just how farmed he is right now. Like, this is a 650 GPM Templar assassin.
Oh, it's pretty crazy.
What is happening?
Speaking of this, TA is one of the few heroes that still goes Desolator. Do you think he should go fast Deso or fast Blink Dagger in this game?
Fast Blink for sure. When you're snowballing this hard, Blink on the mid is just, it's insane. How much extra space you control. You got to remember, Blink is also a farming item to some degree. Like, it makes you faster on the map. You can go over some of this terrain, speeds up your farming patterns, gets you to the fight sooner. If it gets you one extra kill in a fight, it's better. You don't need the Deso this early when you're having this insane of a game, because you're not jungling as much. You are going to have Roshan with the Slaughter amp anyway. So it's not like you need it for some crazy timing. I think this is the correct build. I think you just go Blink Shard. You're going to have Blink Shard Dragonlance at 15 on the dot. And I just don't think Malrine can play the game. The second he runs over a trap, he gets silence. You blink on him, meld, hit him again, he's just dead.
Yeah.
I feel like NTS knows it here. And again, he's going to have power runes to back those plays up. This mid tower is just gone. There's nothing you can do about it. This is a big problem. I go back to that ban. Like, they banned What did they ban? They banned
Yeah, they didn't ban away the heroes that you were suggesting.
They didn't ban the
TA
with their one ban. So I'm still interested. Like, they knew it was coming. They maybe just felt like they were going to be able to get around it a bit more. But man, is it hit him in the end.
Woes part 2. Die again.
They are abusing the hell out of him, that's for sure. This Razor has no game.
Meanwhile,
game has been obliterated.
Mallory did have to use Dream Coil and mid, so this rotation from nothing to say is going to feel all the more potent because they know the puck can't be here. He doesn't have resources, he doesn't have coil, so there's an opening here to take a fight.
I think he's just coming up here to dissuade the push. I don't think he really wants to just blink in to fight the Terrorblade, the Bloodseeker with Rupture up. I mean, the upside for NTS is his game is amazing. The downside is if you blink in and die or in some weird way, you're just going to throw all of that back to Falcons, and the rest of the game is going well for Falcons. So NTS cannot afford to throw away his life idly in this game. Yeah, he has to play it crisp and use that advantage to bring the rest of G2.iG into the pack.
Nothing to say. Lost a power rune. Power rune that I actually think he made a mistake and could have had. He had a trap to be able to slow down Malrine, didn't pop it. We'll go for the kill though on snaking. A simple 2-shot, 3-shot. Thanks to the wand, giving some extra HP for snaking, but it is a futile effort. He will die anyway. 5-6, and a bit of a lead here for G2.iG. Most of that net worth, or all of that net worth, in fact, he's compensating for the other cores being below Falcons. He is heavily compensating for them with an 8,300 net worth compared to the 6,300 in second place of Amar. So this is just a big old piggy bag right into the Templar Assassin. That's the one they're currently banking all their hopes on, and nothing to say. He's beginning to pay back some dividends, and as you said, we'll be getting that shard 15 minutes on the dot, which is just going to make Malrine's game harder and harder, and probably net you some support kills as well.
Thing is, the reason I'd rather have the TA over the Bloodseeker is because the TA can use this strength. She can control the map. She can control the rune. She can pick off the supports. She can threaten areas with vision control with the traps. Like, you're already seeing deep traps up, a benefit of this tier 1 mid dying, which is why that lane matchup's so nice for the TA, because when you get that lane matchup, you get that pressure, you get that tier 1, it opens up enemy triangle, it opens up enemy jungle, and you can trap it up. Look for the support kills. So hard to move on the map right now. Like, we see Snaking just go down there trying to clear a medium camp at 12 minutes. The room to operate's very limited. NTS is going to constrict this, whereas the Bloodseeker, like, Bloodseeker has to keep farming. He has to build this Maelstrom, continue to scale, and he can make, you know, these chunky moves of, like, you smoke him somewhere, he fights, but he's not controlling the map to the same degree.
Oh, we got him!
Oh, what an avalanche.
Blind avalanche catches Skeeter in the corner here. They know they had him surrounded, so Baboka's just like, well, his only play out of here is to TP. I'll just throw out this avalanche in this area. Catches him mid-TP. Big play. Skeeter, very surprised he stuck around in that area in the first place. Seemed like that tower was pretty forfeited, but...
I mean, where's he gonna go?
I guess there's not much space to operate, especially with G2.iG immediately moving back to the other side of the map. See if they could catch another kill. Bushwhack gets thrown out from crit. And seems like Falcons are setting up to make a move themselves.
They want to fight with Amar. They need to use him and the Witchblade on the puck right now. Try and get something going. This tier 1 tower being up top is really stifling their map movement. And it's going to buy time. It's going to buy recovery space for Monet right now, who has left that area and has found more during that period. They'll finally convert on it. It's a big pickup for them.
Yeah, part of that is nothing to say. Didn't want to make the rotation, just wanted to keep farming. This key timing of 15 minutes, the shard pickup, plus there was the 14-minute power rune that was spawning, and he got that haste rune for him, so big pickup for the next fight.
I think he's going to have shard. He might have Deso. Like,
yeah.
Why buy shard when you just buy an entire Deso by 15? And you have to start thinking about Roshan. I feel like you can just do Rosh so early in this game for G2.iG. Maybe you just go the Deso here and you just force the super early Rosh. And with no chance to contest. And then it'll pay for the shard. Could be the better route here. We'll see what he opts for.
Yeah, he can buy it out right now, but his team's already started the fight at top lane. They got the bash onto Amar. Amar fighting back. JT held in place thanks to the rupture. Well, nothing to say. He's got the vision of Amar, and he's got the haste rune to run him down.
Yeah. He's going to clean house here, man.
Oh, yeah. That is...
Straight into Rosh.
I mean, why not both? Get the shard and the Deathstill right away. Damn.
Dude, he's so out of control. This is going to be one... This is the NTS show, 1v5, 1v9 if he has to, but this man is winning this game. Like, he feels... The win probability for NTS must be like 99%. I don't know what it is for G2.iG, but like for this man, he's thinking it's 99% in his mind, you know? I guarantee you, there's no mid player in the world in this position that's like, I'm losing this game. Which doesn't mean it's not a losable game, but you can't get a much better start than this. He's going to have an early Aegis on top of it. He did buy out that shard first, which I think is the correct play here, even if that Deso was tempting. But he's going to have Deso in like 600 gold too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like pretty much the same timing, all the same.
So I guess you got to punish Monet again.
Make it a dive for Monet. Just keep killing the one guy who's exposed right now. He's pretty tanky, but too many heroes. He'll get run down. G2.iG not trying to recover that play. We'll just take the offlane tower instead. Continue to play around the Templar Assassin and let the other cores play a lot more solo. Xnova going for a desperate DP out. Not so desperate it seems. He makes it easily.
Yeah, very heads up and a nice kill on Amar. Putting the Slardar matchup to work. Tough matchup for Bloodseeker. Just can't man fight him. Can power through the rupture. Like, yeah, you can rupture the Slardar, control him, but that's not what you want to be doing this game. You want to be rupturing the Razor. Maybe rupturing this TA. JT's going to be a nuisance. I mean, again, this game it's really coming down to if Skeeter can assert himself in the next 15 minutes here or so. How strong can this Terrorblade get, and can he start pulling the team fight wins out for Falcons, as I don't think their other two cores are going to be strong enough to do it.
The Gleipnir is also almost done. They go for another kill on Monet. The burst damage blocked out. Oh, the Slardar might die instead. He is going to get burned out, and maybe the Razor dies as well. No, the blast comes in from Xnova to take down Snake King. A nice orb through a couple of heroes here. Avalanche back, though. Hits two with the toss up in the air. Malreen's low.
NTS coming back.
And NTS coming in through the side. Malreen, he's got to get out of here. Make our run for it. Do not give this guy any more Desolator charges than you have to. Already has 2 kills, 4 extra damage on the Deso. And I will soon start racking up more and more and more.
Like, this is like a horror movie or something. It's like Freddy Krueger just appears in your dreams, and you're just like, run, get me the hell out. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to play this game.
It's not Freddy Krueger. We're gonna watch Skeeter get picked off in the jungle. That's Jason X right there. It's nothing to say. He's not running his mouth like Freddy Krueger. He's just a silent killer out here.
A full 16, basically.
Wow.
Dude, this is just too easy.
He is.
Like, this is way too easy.
Too easy for NTS Easy. 7-14. The crazy part is they are only up 4K network. Now, they're at that point where they keep getting these kind of pickoffs. They're going to get more objectives, and it's quickly going to go from 4K to 14K.
I don't think I've ever seen a more farm Templar assassin, maybe.
Yeah.
This has to be some kind of record.
What I mean, WoW TA.
I mean, yeah, he ain't saying WoW TA right now. He's got 750 GPM. Like, I mean, this is WoW. Tier 2 denied by Skeeter.
Well done, Skeeter.
They gave it to him. There wasn't any room to really stop him. He got the isolated one-on-one, and we are seeing the consequence here, and he has the forts to play behind him. I mean, Monet is still struggling, but I don't even know if Monet is going to have to do anything in this game at this rate.
Yeah, Monet is just, He's kicking it back, you know? He's just letting NTS do all the work, though he is going to lose his Aegis here. On the revive, can they do anything? Bobo hits a nice initiation. Avalanche on 2 and leads to nothing to say. Getting at least one support kill out of this one. Meanwhile, okay, they managed to get the crush into the blast off. Now, the Sunder went off, yes, but Monet can still clean up that kill. At least he can still have some part of this one. Monet is so low. A blood grenade, and they make a run for it. Amar does manage to get that kill, and the HP that he heals off of that one keeps him alive. JT did not have a bash readied up, nor the crush ready to go. So Falcons somehow managed to get a couple of kills out of that fight, though obviously still to the favor of G2.iG, or should I say, to the favor of nothing to say.
I mean, this is just a smoke on an Aegis that had a minute left.
Oh, Gleipnir! Oh, JT! Oh, dear.
I mean, NTS can't afford to die.
Nothing to say. He can't fight through this with a refraction. He gets it off the last second. He gets that kill. Snaking. Oh, I thought he was going to get this kill on Snaking, too. I thought it was fated that it would be some sort of crit, but no.
How many levels did he just get out of that? He got like 3 levels or something. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure NTS is okay with that because none of it went to a core. Like, he had that mega streak, and that mega streak and all that XP went to snaking, which is like, who gives a damn, right?
Yes.
If that went to a bar,
4,400 experience. It takes 1,400 experience to get you from level 12 to 13.
Yeah, that is so ridiculous amount. I mean, that's the massive kill in this game. He was 14-0. And we'll take a trip to the fountain. But that is not the hero Falcons wanted to go on.
My favorite part of this game is Monet just using Eye of the Storm off cooldown to farm, because he's like, you know, my game's so shit anyway, is he's gonna die again. Okay, never mind. Use the BKB.
I mean, to be fair, that is fairly standard.
Yeah. It's literally off cooldown. He never saves it. Yeah. It doesn't matter what situation he's in. He's just pounding the R key over and over again.
That's the thing. Like, you can rely on the TA this game, but like, TA does have this Terrorblade matchup. He does have a Rupture to deal with. Falcons, they are a very good team. They can stall this game out. They can find a way to make a situation where the TA dies once or twice more, and suddenly, like, maybe he can't just 1v5 the throne. So you have to recover on the Razor at some point. You need other heroes in this game to do something. NTS, he'll finish a BKB here. He is still in an insane position. Falcons are starting to make some moves. Not out of this one by any means. Gotta keep that map potential in mind too. Like, have Hoodwink, fuck, Terrorblade. Can rat this game out.
Under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
And so Boboka does a little bit of ratting himself, cutting the midway for the damage rune. And working towards BKB. Roshan is going to be coming up very soon. They did it at the very beginning of nighttime, so it's potential that it spawns on the Radiant side here. More likely to be Dire side, so more likely G2.iG play that side of the map. Boboka playing a dangerous game, man, against the Disruptor. One spot of him showing somewhere could lead into a glimpse pickoff, but does manage to get away. Take some creeps away from the enemy jungle.
Yes, Gem, he can't afford to die.
Oh, the shard! Oh, he needs the one hit and he got him. Oh my god, he just got a gem for free.
Dude.
Oh, man.
TA. Wow.
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 He has to dodge it. He will not. Wow.
I mean, just when you thought the TA's net worth couldn't get any bigger, here's a gem. Here's level 20 for some Meld Dispel.
Snaking, he will be able to TP out. They killed Skeeter without the Templar Assassin being involved. Shot back, JT dodges that one nicely, and then Boboka does not, just tanks it on his rocky forehead. And they'll take a tier 2 now.
Gem over to the Tiny, free up the slot for whatever the hell NTS wants now. He's working towards Daedal. He also got Ultra Destructions for some extra minus armor. That's
No.
yeah, that's a nice one. Outside of the Grove Bow, probably what you're hoping for here.
Do these supports even have? Does Disruptor even have 9 armor? He doesn't. So he goes -3 armor when he gets hit by Templar Assassin. Just Templar Assassin. We aren't even factoring in the Corrosive Haze. That can be thrown out as well.
He's reducing 17 armor with meld.
Oh yeah, I wasn't talking about the meld strike. Yeah.
Yeah, -17 off the meld hit. I mean, yeah, you're -11 here if you're snaking. You do have the Ghost Scepter, but you're gonna have to pop it real fast.
Yeah, well, he gets it off here. Static Storm, just trying to throw whatever spells he can before he gets picked off. Both him and Crit are in danger right now. Bloodright keeping Monet back. He does take a lot of damage so easily there. Skeeter gonna be the target. Thunder goes off, does get it off, but there's just too much damage, man. Nothing to say. It just doesn't matter how much HP you have right now. Malrine is gonna be on the run. Are they gonna try and chase him down? The coil is gonna hold him back. The shard goes off and does clip Malrine, and they'll catch up to him. A crush. A single hit just needs to land to get the kill, and they got him. Ultra kill for nothing to say. Building up a second beyond.
At this point, they're just giving him a record or something, man. Like, he's absolutely out of control. There's no stopping him. Falcons cannot stop him. Gabe cannot stop him. Monet's awful game cannot stop him. Double the next highest net worth on the side of Falcon at 26 minutes. This looks like some alchemist net worth or something.
Seriously.
This guy has Greevil's Green? Like...
Oh, Crit's dead. Crit is surrounded by a swarm of heroes. There's no way he gets out of this one, surely. A combo from the Tiny. That'll put him down nice and easy, and Snake King's going to be slowed down. So they will be able to catch up to him. Whew.
This is an interesting game strategically because you got to remember that it was G2.iG running that Razor back, and Falcons trying to answer the Razor, which is a big deal for them in this tournament, because if they can't confidently answer that hero, then it becomes a hero that maybe they have to ban, which they don't want to do.
Yeah.
So this is a really interesting dynamic. It's going to be a game other people look at, and particularly the TA Puck matchup. If Puck is one of your answers to Razor, I think if Falcons had a choice, they would go back and ban that hero with their one ban, but maybe willing to test it out, see where these matchups are at, and learn from it. But yeah, this
great two-man gank on a high ground ward, catching a Mar. So Monet gets some revenge, and we may not see the Bloodseeker get to the items that we're talking about. He still needs to get the BKB, and then you're talking about the Aghanim Scepter after that. So we may never get to see the Blood Mist Bloodseeker in action against Templar Assassin.
I mean, he had an insane start too, but the hero just can't activate himself.
Bye-bye, Skeeter.
Like that. Whereas TA is just taking everything, and she can do it on her own. What is he even going here? Oh, he almost has an entire MKB. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what is he going? But he just has it.
Yeah, like Skeeter is thinking about a butterfly, and nothing to say has already countered it before he can even get a single component.
Thinking is a very generous word to use for the butterfly on Skeeter here. He's dreaming about it.
Yeah.
He's dreaming about a butterfly, and he woke up and realized he's in another dream. And he's dreaming about this butterfly, but that's about as close as he's going to get in this game, because he's never going to see it.
So somebody out there has started the inception of putting butterfly into Skeeter's head, and nothing to say has already countered it with the MKB.
I mean, he's going to have MKB before this man has a goddamn talisman.
Woo. Man, what a heater. Nothing to say. Monster performance by him. And now he just needs to finish slamming the door in Falcon's face. to even out the series. And again, keep G2.iG at the top of the group stage. Because even if somebody else manages to 2-0, that'll just put them tied with G2.iG.
That's a big win for them.
Yeah.
Against favorites in the group. Gives you a lot of momentum for the rest of the day. See if NTS can finish this push off. Need the charge. MKB, 30 gold off for him. He'll fly it out on the courier and be able to replace that Aegis slot when it arrives.
Toss up, misses. Boboka has the safety though of the BKB. Another bushwhack landing. They're getting good chip damage here onto the Templar Assassin. Try to get the glimpse back to break the coil. Doesn't quite work though. Need to finish up this first life, but nothing to say. They cannot afford to let him get back with that Aegis, but he got off the refraction. Now he goes back in, goes for the kill on the Skeeter. He's already dead. Terraplay's gone, and JT puts the corrosive haze. They all starts running away. MKB done for nothing to say, so we can replace that Aegis slot as soon as the courier gets here, but they get a toss back, and meanwhile, blast off up in the air to try and combo that one. A little off the mark there, but it would have been a hard chain stun to land, so that's fair enough. Malrain does manage to slip out of their hands once again. There's the MKB, though, now complete. So it does look like G2.iG are going to call it quits on the push for now.
Interesting they respect that there. I mean, Falcons have no ult. They used everything, and NTS was still full with BKB available. I think he maybe could have sieged it a bit more, look for another toss back, but happy with the economic damage they got. Just going to play it safe. I mean, you can't blame him. Like, the position Skeeter's in, talking about this terrible needs to carry this game, he's nowhere close to carrying this game, so not a huge amount of pressure on you.
And this network chart is so absurd. It just looks like Nothing to Say came here from a different game. You know, like everybody else is playing this 30-minute game, and Nothing to Say is just like he got transported from a 50-minute game into this one.
I mean, he queued Turbo. The rest of these guys are in a normal Dota game. He's just building an Ags now. It's like the items have just come so fast. It's just astounding the rate which he clears through this map, and he's almost level 25. Which, I mean, this refraction talent, this game is just—it's bonkers, man. Like we're seeing issues on the side of Falcons trying to clear through these refractions. This is just,
dude. He's got the Ags because he broke apart the Hurricane Pike, so he already has the Blade of Alacrity, he pulled the other components, and now has the Aghanim Scepter done, man.
Oh, he's gonna be everywhere.
Oh my god. I didn't know you could break apart Dragonlance. Because it's a recipe item. Hasn't it been pretty consistent throughout Dota that like if you use a recipe for it, you usually can't disassemble that item? I thought they changed. I figured they would have changed that once they gave Dragonlance a recipe.
The thing is, I remember there was the patch where ATF was disassembling. He went like Dragonlance Dragon Knight, and he disassembled it for like Yasha Halberd or something.
Yeah, but wasn't that the old Dragonlance that didn't have a recipe?
Maybe. I mean, I guess it just didn't change. Huh, it is interesting.
Smoke, gonna break. Going for JT here. Got him in the coil. He still has BKB. And he's holding off on using it. The time he hit the combination on a mark, so he's already low. Another BKB used by G2.iG, or excuse me, Boboka's used his. JT still holding off on his, waiting for his initiation. He sees the opportunity, got the crow's phase, and almost gets one shot. The Thunder isn't enough, man. It's 1,100 crits on a Terrorblade. This man is supposed to have armor. He's supposed to be the counter to the Templar Assassin, but he cannot stand the just absolute punishment that Nothing to Say is putting on him, and now he's level 25. So his refraction instances have gone up +7. How did they burn through this?
You don't. Everybody wave goodbye to Falcons in this game. They're about to make a swift departure from this game too, I believe. NTS is about to send them to the Netherrealm.
He still needs to consume his Ags, so they back up.
Yeah,
consume the Ags, and we'll quickly deal with the side lanes, because that's the thing. You cannot get the side lanes pushed in anymore, because the Templar Assassin is
look at the traps. They're just everywhere, man. And he has that axe to get to them instantly. He has level 25. He got Enchanted Quiver as well. This guy's just gotten choice neutral items this game.
Hey, maybe you were right. Maybe he is Freddy Krueger, because now he's just showing up in your dreams. You walk over a trap somewhere, gotcha, bitch.
I mean, you're just gone. Like, you get hit twice. I think any hero is dead in 2 hits if he crits. Literally any hero. I don't know, man. This just got out of control. Absolutely out of control. No answer in this lineup to this TA really either. It was kind of predicated on you just kind of scaling with all 3 of your cores and being able to contest maybe that second Roshan.
Oh, there's the 2 shots. He didn't have corrosive haze on him, but I don't know if he got the crit though, to be fair.
No, he had to settle for the actually he did 2-shot him. Yeah, he just straight up 2-shot him.
Wow.
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 TA. Wow.
TA, wow.
Man, that chat line really came back to bite him in the ass. Maybe that's what he meant. Maybe he meant it sincerely. Like, wow, NTS, you're gonna have a great game this game. Tremendous.
Wow.
Gig.
I wish I was playing the Templar Assassin in this game. It looks like a great game for you, bud. Have fun.
Wow. TA, forgot to ban that one. Wow. I mean, it happens. It happens to the best of us. I still think this draft got a little bit away from Falcons when they look back on it. Like, I don't think they were happy with having to pick the Terribly like that, and I think this Bloodseeker was a bit of like an experimental thing, you know? I think I saw the merit of it. Like, I saw the lane. I can see the rupture control for Razor in the fights. I think the Bloodseeker did his job versus the Razor.
He certainly did.
He really messed Monet up. This game wasn't really about that. It was just fuck TA mid, and you didn't have the supports who could roll on him early or skew any of that matchup, or you don't have a really good carry option. Like, Terrorblade is okay versus TA, but it's not a hero that aggressively shuts him down, especially when he has this kind of pace. Like, you're just vastly outpaced here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Another
All right,
Aegis
well now,
for
yeah, the Aegis for nothing to say, but also the Monet has made a full recovery because he got the Aghanim Scepter from the Roshan pit. The Templar Assassin shows elsewhere, but JT and Monet on the hunt for any heroes they can find in bottom. They'll collect the kill on Snaking. Looks like everyone else manages to slip the pen there. Well, never mind. Crit shows for a second. Oh, Jesus. I thought that shot, that delayed hit was going to be enough, but not quite.
It's everywhere with these traps. Cannot run, cannot hide. They're looking for that Bloodseeker Ags, man.
Hey, we got an Ags, though, on Malrine.
Yeah, he does have Plasma Ags. There's something, I guess. Probably too little, too late here, as items are just rolling in. I mean, there's a full Conda on Bavoka. It's the state of the game for him. I am the core now.
Amar is crushed. Quite literally. JT has Aghanim Scepter, soon to be Wind Waker. That's the problem, right? It's like they can deal with the TA, possibly, if everything goes right.
Can they? I don't know if that's true.
Hide and seek. I was literally just about to say, ready or not, it's a Fuji song out here. You can't run, you can't hide. Skeeter, toss.
Killing him, dude.
He's dying to a tiny out here, man.
Oh my God.
Dying to a goddamn tiny.
Just go next, man. Just go next. Save yourself the mental damage. This one is so far in the bag, it's in another bag. I don't know, man. Like,
ready or not, here I come. There's nothing to say. Can't hide. Gonna take that tier 3 tower. Gonna take the barracks. Gonna take a 45,000 net worth lead in 40 minutes.
NTS looking for that 1,000 GPM marker. Pretty close to it.
Damn, 954 GPM.
He needs to finish off these barracks a bit faster, get a couple more kills, and then he'll be there.
Okay, Coil goes out, trying to go all in on Monet. Only got him to half HP, got off the BKB, and eats the cheese. So he'll be okay for now. Gleipnir gonna snag him on the end here. Glimpse back. Maybe they can finish him off. They do indeed manage to do that. I mean, well, the Sunder on Nothing to Say gets him to half HP, but who cares? Refraction makes him invulnerable, and everybody else dies as Boboka lands the combo on the puck. Nothing to Say is only dissuaded by Snake King's Ghost Scepter for now. He's going in pretty deep, though. He's going to be giving up that first life. He does have an Arcane Blink, so the Arcane Blink is up. He should be able to jump out as a Refraction, block him some damage. Any glimpses? Any glimpses? Oh, the belt goes off. You can't see him. No, crush on 3. JT gets a huge entrance. He doesn't need Nothing to Say to blow up heroes. He could do it too.
Are they actually backing? You have 55k net worth lead.
I respected the buybacks. I mean, if Falcons don't get some, they have to make it work. They have to get a fight out of this somehow with the running to mines. Nothing to Say. Going for Amar. Burning through his refraction a little bit. Jesus, this Templar assassin, man, he just cannot be dealt with. He's just 1v1, just one by one. He takes on Amar. He takes on Skeeter.